Hello all, this is Sushma Sri Dontineni and my project mate is Lakshman Pawan Kumar, and today I would like to explain you about project 4 of web programming, that is Atlantis property management application. So this Atlantis property management application is application's top priority is keeping rental income flowing into your pocket. This is done by renting out properties to great tenants quickly and ensuring that every tenant is happy in their home. This application is not only about the renting properties, but also this application is a place where buyers can buy buy properties like apartments by seeing the list of apartment names and prices and all, and also sellers can sell their apartments or homes uh, by listing them in the apartments, the list of apartments where buyers can see and buy them if they like. And as I said, it is also useful. It is a place for renters to rent an apartment or house based on their choice. So this is how the UI of login page look like. So here we gave the username, password, and the role. This rule is nothing but in selecting the role of the user, that is admin or uh, so here we can see that the rule can be admin, buyer, seller, or tenant. So this is the login page, and if your first, if this is your first time visit uh, to this application, you can just sign up using this sign up button located over here. So this is how the sign up page look like. It has it has some text boxes where this star mark indicates the required field, and you need to fill in all this information in order to register to the application. So the required fields here are full name, username, password, and the rule. Rule, uh, rule, as I said, it varies between admin, buyer, seller, or tenant. So we can just fill in this fill in these forms and just register. And after registering the account, we can just go to this go to the login page using this sign in, and we can just log in into the main application. And this we have also included the form validation, which is meant by which means if username or password or rule, which is nothing but if required fields are empty, then if the user login tries to log in into the login page without entering username, password, or role, then these form validations occur. And you can see here that username is empty, password is empty. So form validation is also taken care in this application. And this is the main homepage of our Atlantis property management application. So we can see that this is the home button, home.php, and here you can see that in home page we can see the welcome and the username of the user that has been logged in. Here I have logged in with the Sushma Sri 11 username. So you can see here, welcome Sushma Sri 11. And this is the about page. So it contains the project information for the customers and the project team is here. So the project info, as I said, um, is having a common application for the buyers, sellers, and tenants, all in one application. And the project team members are me, Sushma Sri Dontaneni, and my team member is Lakshman Pawan Kumar. And you can go to the home page using this, or clicking this go back button, which redirects to the home.php. And this is the sellers page. So sellers page meant by, you can add a new apartment. That means you can sell your apartment by filling this add new apartment form. So sellers can just fill in these forms like applicant ID, name, email, cell number to contact if anyone likes their apartment to buy. So the name of the project, building number, the area, which means address, and the price. So you can just add the apartment details to sell over here by adding the by clicking the add button, which in the backend is connected to a database. And and by using MySQL, I've just added these details will be directly added to the database that I have created, that I will show in the later demo. This is buyer's page. So buyer's page is nothing but seeing all the a list of apartments like ID, name, as you saw earlier, that seller's page will just fill in a form that contains um, um, all these form details. So buyers can directly come and see all the list of apartments that are listed over here. Here, for example, only um, one apartment is listed. We can add as many as we can to the database, and buyers can just see the apartment names and just buy according to their needs. So this is the application. As I said, this application is for buyers, sellers, and renters as well. This is the rental application. Property owners who are interested to rent their home can just fill in this application. Contains applicant ID, name, email, phone number, present address, and how long they have been in the previous address, source of income, and monthly income, so that uh, they can just fill in these details and can um, rent some apartment according to their needs. So with the help of this add button, this added to the database. And this is the buyer's page. So these are all the rental applications. So as you can see, these two applicants have applied for their rental in the rental page. That means they are in need of some apartments for rent. So based on the source of income and monthly income, we can just allocate some apartments, or we can just contact the applicant directly by their cell number, according to their needs and based on their monthly income. We can just give them couple of options to take apartment as rent. So this is the search for users page. So this is nothing but if you if you give a username, this will search through the database and will return the users with the same username and the details. So, for example, if I give Sushmasri11 as an username, so here you can see the results, which is mine by which full name is given, full name is withdrawn from the search results, and the rule is nothing but tenant or admin or buyer or seller, like that. And from this option you can also block, or you can block the users from logging into your application, so by using this button. So this is the profile page, and this profile is for the user that is currently logged in. So I've logged in as Sushmasri11, and my full name is Sushmasri Dontineni, and the rule I've logged in as an admin. So uh, so this is the profile of my user. So generally, the main idea behind this questions page, which is nothing but chart page, is basically uh, uh, buyers, sellers, renters, all will have their own questions and queries while searching for an apartment, or while they want to sell their apartment, like that. So their questions can be posted using this via this chat page. So you can just type in the message or query that you have in your mind and just send it, and you can just see the chart here. In this way, if you are interested in particular apartment, and by seller of that apartment can directly contact you regarding your query, and just answer your questions, clear out them, and can the sellers can sell their apartment to you or rent their apartment to you. So this is the basic idea behind this chart page. So apart from that, you can see the logout page. So this is the logout button, and by clicking this logout button, the user is logged out from the application and redirected to the login.php page. So I will just explain you the code now. So this is the basic code that I have written for this application. So this is the database connection code. So for just connecting the database, I've just written this code. By connecting this, this is the local host. Through this local host, I mean, I'm running the application on local host, and the user is root, and this is the password for my MySQL database. So whatever the password you have for your database, you can give it here. And this is the username that I will be using for the database. It's 2092. So this is the deletion for deletion of some records in the database. So if you want to delete particular, this apartment details uh, is a table which contains several fields like apartment name, monthly income, like that. So you can just, if you want to delete some, if some apartment got sold out, then you have to delete from the list of list of apartments that are displayed in the application. So for that, I have written this code for deleting the apartment details if that is sold out. And this inserting database is is basically creating tables. So here we are not manually creating the tables. So we are just creating database through dynamically. So we will just connect to the database first and create table if that doesn't exist. So if apartment details table doesn't exist, then it will create the table using these columns, which is apartment ID, apartment name, apartment email, as you can see in the apartment application. And likewise, you can just um, create this code will just create the tables renter details with these columns, that is apartment ID, name, phone number, etc. So that is the usage of this db insert code. And these are the css files that i've I have made everything in this application to be blue kind of view. So this is this is the css styling that I have written, and these are the js files. So for sign up, this is the sign up, which is nothing but if first name, username, and password and rule is given, then the form gets submitted and those gets added to the database. And login is nothing but it will check the username and password, whether it's in the database or not, and will act accordingly. Like if it is in the database, it will and matches to its password, then it will log in, and if not, then it will give an error. So these are the PHP files, and as you can see here, home, about, sellers, renters, all these buttons. So these are all the PHP pages for those buttons. So about just contains the project info, and apartment gives the apartment details with applicant name, email, cell number, etc. And apartment details contains the details of apartment building, name, address, price, etc. So chat, as I said earlier, this is the chat feature where user can just post their queries in the chat, and someone can just reach out to them accordingly. This is the home page where you can just see the logout button, and this is the login.php. Um, show apartment, just you have a show apartment page where it will just fetch all the records from the database and just show you the list of apartments that are in place, which you can buy from what you need. So this is about the code. And next up is the database demo. So this is the database I have used. As you can see, I will show the show databases, which just fetches me the list of databases that are in this. So these are the databases that are in this system. So S29 2 is the database that is being created for this. for this application. So you can see the S29 database here, and you can just see the table by using show tables. So these are the tables that are present in the S29 database, which are apartment details, the chart details, renters details, and the user details. These are the details that can be shown in the using tables. And you can just see the columns, all the columns in the respective table. So for example, if we take the apartment details table, you can just see the columns that are in the apartment details by using this command. And you can see here, you can see the applicant ID, name, email, phone number, building, area, address, price. Like that, you can just see the list of columns that are in the apartment details table, and the default value is also listed over here. So this is about the database I have created for this application. And next up is the front end demo. I will just start with the login button. So first we will use the sign up button over here to uh, sign up the user. I'm giving the full name as Sushmasri Zontanini, username as Sushmasri11, password as Sushmasri11, or we can just use another username, which is WEBSQUAD. I'm using the same password for this. And the role I'm selecting is admin, and we'll just register the user. Now using the sign in page, sign in just redirects you to the login.php page, and you can just use the username that you have registered just now and the password and the rule. So this will redirect you to the home page. So this is you can see the hovering effect. When I just hover the mouse onto the each of this button, it turns into black, and this is the home page where you can see the welcome and the username, that is WebSquad. And for the about page, these are the project team members. Myself is Sushmasri, and my project mate is Pawan Kumar, and this is about the about our application to the customers. Go back will just return you to the home page. So you can see when I click the go back button, it showed you it redirected to the home.php. And here is the sellers. You can just add one apartment ID, name, email, applicant ID, applicant name. Applicant name is, for example, WebSquad is the applicant name, and the email ID, cell number, name of the project. So apartment basically means the apartment, building number, area, apartment price, and you can add this to the list. And by using this show all apartments button, you can just see the record that has been uh, just now added. So these are the apartment names, that apartment details that have been um, that are in sale. So according to your need and apartment prices, um, uh, you can just buy from here. Hovering effect is added here as well. And when you go to the renters page, you can just see there is a rental application, just like the seller's page. You can just give the details for here. Source of income is GRA. Monthly income is some around $3,000. So you can just add it to that, and you can see the all the rentals rental applicants over here. So if you can see their monthly income and by and their personal cell number, email, present address, and all. From this, you can just if you are someone who are ready to rent your apartment or home, then you can just come and see all the applicants, and based on what you feel like if you like this customer and you feel like this customer will pay you correctly, then you can just reach out to him and rent your apartment accordingly. This is the search for users button, and you can just give the username. If it is WebSquad, you can just search here, and by using search, you can get the full name, username, and the admin. You can just block him from you if he's spamming you with some mails or chat. So you can just block him here. And when you go to the my profile, it gives you the full name, username, and role that with the of the user that has been logged in currently. And you for this post questions, as I said, you can just post your questions here like this. Here you can see that squad says hi. And earlier, when I logged in using user Sushma Sri S. 2, I have posted hi and hi. You can see now I'm currently logged in as WebSquad, and you can see the other users posting their queries. By this way, you can just resolve their queries. So if Sushma Sri 11 user has some query about the apartment ID 120 1234, then the seller of that apartment 1234 can directly reach out to Sushma Sri 11 by just searching her user profile and getting those information, or the seller of apartment ID 1234 can just ping uh, resolve her queries using the chat option as well. Like the price for the apartment is 1855. So by this way, you can just resolve queries of other users if you are a buyer or seller, or you're gonna rent an application. So this is about the chat. Uh, so WebSquad, this is the username. that you have been currently logged in, and I'll go to the home page, and here you can see the logout page, and if you click this logout page, it directly redirects to the login.php page. So this is about the front end demo. So thank you so much for your patience, and I hope you like this project. Thank you.